It's the Season 1 finale. Aces are high. Deuces low. Play the cards right and win the dough on Card Sharks. And now, the host of the season finale of Card Sharks, Angel of the Game Show. Alright, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? And I want to say, before we go meet our champion, and yeah, this is the Tournament of Champions here, and welcome to the Season 1 finale of my version of Card Sharks. Next season, you guys will be seeing the money cards, but the amounts are going to change a little bit. But without further ado, let's meet our champions in our Season 1 finale. Welcome, Rick and James, to our championship game of Card Sharks in our season finale. Oh boy, I hope we get our finale exciting. But that being said, out of the way, players, I saw you guys this season, so why not we throw you guys off with a toss-up? James, this question is for you since you're our championship game right now. We asked 100 merry men. Have they ever used their left hand to draw and handwrite? How many of them said they have? There's a lot of people do it. So 78. 78. I don't blame you. Higher or lower than a 78, Rick? It's got to be more than that. It's higher. So it's higher. I don't want to argue with that. The actual number that people have used their left hand for handwriting and hand drawing is 88. It is higher, Rick. Well done, Rick. Alrighty then, Rick. Guess what? Since you got the last question right, you can change this card if you do not want a bust. The card becomes an 8. Alright, I'm changing it. He's going to change the card, and the 8 becomes a 7. That's going to be higher than a 7. Higher than a 7, an 8. Ooh. Even higher, please. Higher than the 8. It's a 10. Lower than the 10. Lower than the 10. Oh boy. Yes, it's a 7. And the last card higher, please. For the game, $500. It is an ace. We're going to take a break after the break. Right after the break. We'll be coming back after the break. Excuse me. Right? But don't go anywhere. Down. Welcome back to Card Sharks, everyone. And James has won the good game so far. So Rick has won it. I'm sorry. Anyways, Rick, this question's for you. Since you have for $500, we asked 100 parents of their kids. And we asked them, have the kids dream of becoming a billionaire? How many of them said they have? There are like 27 of them. 27 of them. Rick, James, higher or lower than 27? Next, I feel like it's lower than that. Lower than 27. The actual number is 1. So it is lower. So James, you get the cards this time. Alright, James, since this is your turn to get those cards, you can change them. You don't like them. This card becomes a 7. Let's change that. Alright, you can only change it twice this time, because in the championship game, you change it only once. At this time, the card becomes a 5. Ooh, a nice, decent card. Next card, it's going to be higher than that 5. Higher than that 5. Yes, it's a 9. Let's go even lower. Even lower. Oh, boy. No! All right, Rick. It is now your turn. Since you did not change, you did not answer the question right. The card becomes a jack. Tough card, but I'm going to go lower. Lower than a jack. It's a 9. Next card, even higher than 9. Next card, higher than the 9, please. An ace. Next card, definitely lower. Next card, lower than the ace. Is it? It is. It's a 6. Boom. And higher. And then the 6 for the win, $1,000. Yeah. It is a key. We'll be back after the break. Back to Card Sharks. And yeah, so this time, James gets the question. All right, James, we asked 100 teachers, have they ever tried to plan a school field trip on the last day of school in the school year? How many of them said they had? Seven of them? All right, I don't blame you. Rick, higher or lower? Higher. The actual number that we asked 100 teachers and they try to plan a school field trip on the last day is 5 of them. It was lower, not higher, Rick. Well, James, I'm glad you're lucky because you got a 5 coming up. Changing that card. Oh, I am so glad you made that choice. And guess what your 5 becomes? A 7. Lower, please. Lower than a 7. A 5. Higher, definitely. Higher. Definitely higher than a 5. A 7. Ooh. Lower than a 7. Oh my God. Is it? Yes, it's a 2. And higher. Higher for the 2. We hope we don't get a blue. Yeah. And you get the $500. We'll be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to set up the money cards for Rex since he's our champion in season 1. Let's see what he does right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Card Sharks. And Rick has got into the money cards. And guess what? We got a little bit of a brand new change to the money card board. And that's okay. But anyways, Rick, it does not matter. Because Rick, your starting is off at $200. And your card... Oh boy. I hope you get a good one. A 4. You have the ability to change it as many times if you want. But anyways, Rick, higher or lower? What do you think of this next card? Everything higher. Everything higher than a 4. It's a king. Okay. You have $400. Everything lower. Definitely lower. Everything lower for $800. This is lower. It's a 3. And then everything higher, please. Everything higher than a 3. 816. Oh, a duplicate. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. Well, you get the extra $400, but you could change this if you don't want that 3. Let's change it. Changing that 3. Ooh, smart idea. I hope it's a good card. Please be a card. A 10. Next card, lower. Everything lower. All right, so that's 12. Yeah, $1,600. Everything $3,200 lower. Is this card? Wait, do you want lower? No, I take it back. I'm gonna go higher. Everything higher. Oh, okay, thank God. Now it would have been bust in the season finale. $3,200. Is it higher? Yes, it is. It's a queen. Then next card would be lower. 4 for around 300. 3,500 of it's lower. Oh, an ace. So you know what? That is actually not lower. Well, it actually is, by the way. So we're gonna give you the $3,500 for that mistake. All right, you have the ace. You have the ability to change this if you don't want it. You know what? Let's change it. Oh my God, a good card. Please be a good one. Oh, no, okay, it's a 9. We could do that. Well, all right. You have $3,500. You have a 9. Let's go everything higher. Oh boy, $7,000. Come on, $7,000. Is this card higher than a 9? It is. It's a 10. $7,000. Rick, since you won the $5,000 in the earlier game, you have won $12,000 yourself from winning the championship game, and which is the season 1 finale, and in episode 7. Well, you know what? Thank you all so much for watching this. We'll be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere. Down. Welcome back to Card Sharks. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching our first season of Card Sharks. And we'll be back next year or 2 for season 2 of Card Sharks. This season has been a pretty good season, but luckily we got 1 bust, and that was pretty crazy. But anyways, tomorrow is where we'll be back to be airing season 2, episode 3 of AFG Live, and tomorrow's my first episode of AFG Live, so I want to go through a couple of announcements real quick. So once we get to 2027, I think that's our 5th season. I feel like later in my future, I feel like later in season 9 will be my final season of Card Sharks, and I gotta move on to other game shows like Press Your Luck. And you guys will be seeing newer game shows coming to this channel. And if you want to post your own Card Sharks, I suggest you could try going to the store. Try buy these cards, for example, or even the ones from Bicycle. Like I suggest you, let me show you these quick little cards I have here. Like since this is our end of our first season of Card Sharks, I feel like I gotta get new ones next season. So you guys gotta wait and you'll find out the second season promo. Also, if you enjoyed this episode in our season 1 finale of Card Sharks, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment below if you want to see season 2 of my version of Card Sharks. But with that being said, this is Angel of the Game Show fan saying thanks for taking the cards, winning the dough. See you next season, everybody. This is the Angels, the Press Your Luck fans' games and fun. A 2024 series on the YouTube channel presentation. Down, 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 down.